Hi, it's Dave of Urban Astro, and I'm going to start off with a 2023 retrospective. I mean, doesn't everybody do a retrospective at the end of the year? Or it seems like it, because I'm starting to see everybody's retrospectives, and you'll see this retrospective, and I'm sure that others will throw up theirs as well. And what I decided to do this time around is divide my retrospective into two pieces, if you will. The first part's I'm going to talk about equipment, so it's going to be equipment centric, equipment focused, and then of course the second part will be some of my more favorite images. I'm not going to show you every single image that I produced in the year 2023. We'll be here for a long time, and we don't need that. I'll just show you a few of my favorites, just I don't know, segue into the promise and the hope for 2024. So on the equipment front, which is the first piece that I really kind of wanted to talk about, is the first piece of equipment would be the Rotator 135 f2 Canon EF lens. And the 135 is a great lens to use for astrophotography. I enjoyed using it, especially in the fall, and I'll show you a few images here that I got from that particular setup.
Let's have a good time, night of the century. Our best days can't be done. All the good times.
And then the other big thing is upgrades to my Lost Mandy. I picked up a G11 back in the summer of last year, and I have begun to do upgrades to it. Now this is the Celestron G11 versions, and one of the upgrades I did to it was I got the Gemini 2 box. I did have the Gemini 1, I upgraded it to the Gemini 2. I also participated in the level 6 beta, so she has level 6 installed on her. And this summer I took it in and I had tucked in motors installed. Motors would hang out on this side, which sometimes would cause the telescope, when it was coming around, to kind of hit. When it kind of come down, it would interfere with the Pier and all that kind of jazz, and so I opted to get the tucked in motor, so that way instead of having this out here, it's now in here along with the gearbox. And the other upgrade that I did was a spring-loaded worm drive here, in hopes that this may reduce some of my PE error. Unfortunately, right now, the level 6 doesn't work with PenPro, so I can't create a PE curve, especially with the new hand controller update where you change the encoding so that it's 4 times. And with that, you cannot create a PE curve. So I'm waiting for PenPro to get updated to work with level 6, so that way I can go ahead and create a PE curve, and I think that I'll find that my guiding will level out and be a lot nicer than what she is right now. It guides anywhere from 0.5 up to 0.8, just depends. So one of the first things that I got running this year in terms of equipment was my RC6, which I have right here. It's a Third Planet Optics version. It's fairly inexpensive. You can pick them up for about $400. I think I picked this one up for like $475 brand new back in 2022. And I have a image train tilt adjuster right here, which I picked up from Telescope Services in Germany, as well as a replacement focuser, which I also got from Telescope Services in Germany. And it took me 9 months to figure out how to even collimate this thing. But once I figured it out, it's been fairly good. I've been able to keep it collimated and have gotten a good series of images, which I'll show you here. So over here I have my new wide angle scope, which is my Aperture 75Q, which is a quintuplet made by Sharpstar. It's essentially in between the 65 PHQ and the FRA 500. It's really close in terms of the FRA 400. This guy comes in at 405 millimeter focal length, f5.4 I believe it is, and it's a quintuplet, so don't need any kind of flattener or anything like that. Taking her out for first light, and I'm working on that as we speak. I've already had her out one night, and I'm taking her out for a second night, and we shall see how she performs. So there's been a lot of equipment changes, and I'm still working through what all that means, and I'll probably be spending a good part of at least the spring of 2024 still working through all the kinks and all the wrinkles, and just trying to understand and trying to learn how to work with the new equipment that I've got. And so in terms of 2024, in terms of any new equipment, I'm not really looking to get anything new. I think I need to digest, if you will, what I've already got and perfect using it as best as I can, knowing that the summer months here is pretty much a wash unless I go up north, which I'll probably do more of this summer than I did last summer. I'll probably spend a lot more time up north, just so that way I can maximize my astrophotography time as I can. And so now we move into the second part, which is a few of my favorite images. And again, I don't want to drag this thing out and make this thing really, really long. I just wanted to share a few more images that I managed to capture this year. And again, I wish you all a happy new year. And I know that a lot of folks are going to buy some new equipment, and I'm really looking forward to watching your YouTube channels for those of you that put out on YouTube. Really looking forward to seeing what you all get and how you all use it. We all learn from watching folks putting out videos on how they use things and some of the issues that they encounter. And so I'm just really happy that I'm able to add my voice in with all of your voices. And until next year, which will be pretty short here, shortly will come, until 2024. I hope 2023 has been a good one for you, and looking forward to a great 2024. Clear skies and happy guiding, and here are some of my favorite shots.